Hey guys, this is Kansas Hillbilly Prepper coming at you. And today, I just wanted to talk to you about, more or less what's up with me. Um, I have a severe problem with my lungs. I can get up, stand up. You're supposed to have 96% oxygen running through your blood to keep you going. You can get down to like 90s, lower 90s, 90, 91. That'd be fine. You're not too bad off. You're not hurting yourself. And your brain gets plenty of oxygen and everything works fine. Well, me, I don't got that 90%. It goes, every time I get off this, it goes down. And it goes down to the 80s, down to the 70s, down to the 60s, and sometimes it even gets down to 50s. And if I stand up, it even goes quicker down. So I have to keep this in my nose at all times. Even when I stand with this, it goes down. There really is nothing that can stop me from. I mean, when I stand up, I can only go a short distance because I'm running out of oxygen. It's pretty, well, it's a hard thing to deal with. But I'll deal with it. It's just the way life, and everything life gives me. God ain't gonna give me nothing that I can't handle. But, I am, I'm going out. I'm gonna start, as soon as I can. I'm gonna start shooting again. It's been a while. Just because, like I said, a lot of time off. I never spent so much time in a hospital in all my life. It was pretty scary at some points. But I'm gonna make it. I'm fighting real hard. I'm up to walking now, just about, like I said earlier. My first back, I'm walking about a half block. I'm going to try to make it a full block here soon. I have a wedding to go to in June. One of my youngest boys is going to have a wedding. I am excited about that. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. I told you rants have to come. Well, this is just a babbled one, but hey, I hate to say who I'm for, but unfortunately, I don't have a choice in the matter. There's nobody better. I am for Trump. Here are my reasons. When I started out, I really liked Ted Cruz. When probably sometime last year, before Trump got in, before the Iowa caucus, I would have said Ted Cruz was the best there was. I didn't even think about Trump when I didn't even think he'd make it over 2 months. Then in Iowa, Ted Cruz cheated. Now, Ted Cruz was always saying he was for the people, he was Bible loving, Hey, I was all for him because he always talked like he cared, sincerely. But someone that does that says they're sincerely wishing to do good, and that they're out there for the people, and they're going to fight, against the establishment, and then turn around and cheats. Already, that's underhanded, crooked. In Iowa, he could have just said, whenever they did that to Carson, after he got, during the thing, he could have called in and said, hey, we got a problem here. Some of my guys got a little jumpy, and hey, that's not the case. He knew it the whole time. He knew it was done, and there's nothing that convinced me he didn't know it. And even if he didn't know it until the end, he should have said, oh, well, wait a minute, we need a recount, maybe, or a redo. Ask for a free vote or something the next day, or maybe the next Tuesday, or hold it off till the last or something, because it was illegal. I mean, you figure what he did to Carson costed Carson about 6 to 9,000 votes. You figure, because back then Carson was pretty. He was up there, and people were really liking him, and he was expecting. He got 9,000, even though, but still, I'd say he probably got another 6,000, 7,000, in which he won by 1,000. So I believe the one reason he did it was to beat Trump. And that to me was dirty, underhanded. And then for him to just come out and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," afterwards, and like nothing. And then he went to New Hampshire, and he's done it a couple of other times. "I won Iowa. I beat Trump right there. I won it." Yeah, he won it underhandedly. And he should, whenever he says stuff like, or the next time he won, he should say, "Well, we had a little mix up. And, I won, but maybe I'll have a good win right here, and we'll keep it going." But he could have been modest about it. But instead, he boistered it. And to me, he was proud of what he did. He screwed him. He's happy about it. He's going on. Well, that was his first strike. I could go past him on that. I still had a little hope for the man, but I was more looking at Trump then. Then Trump kept going, and he went past the 2 months, I thought. And, he went on to New Hampshire, and he whooped his ass. And this time he didn't cheat, but then he went to South Carolina, and he was sitting there saying how he won in Iowa, and he lied his ass up on that. And then it was just how he talked to people about it. And then he went on, I went to study more on him, and I found out he worked for Bush back when. So that pretty well makes him establishment. And then he started just acting. I mean, then I found out, I forgot about the bill of amnesty that President Obama signed, and it was his bill. And then he's up there saying, "Oh, well, we got to get a wall now." And it's like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. And so, he was griping about everybody down there, and then he wants the amnesty bill for them. Don't make sense. So that was 2 strikes against him. Because he was a hypocrite. He went against himself. Then he went to Texas, and there in Texas, he more or less was lying about some stuff. You could tell by the way he was talking. And then he came to Kansas, and they said there was some hinky stuff going on in Wichita and some other places, and it was all on Ted Cruz's side, and that he was getting extra votes somehow. And some of my friends were telling me on down the line about this. So this is all secondary stuff. I couldn't prove it either way on that. But then, what done me in about him, which I gave up all hope for Ted Cruz, was when it came to Colorado. Now, I know RNC, it was something he had to do. I don't care, the man went and done it. But the thing is, it went against what he preached. And he preached it over and over and over again. I'm for the people. I'm here for you guys. I'm not here for me. And I'm sure he went and got all this. He had all this backing from, Koch brothers, I'm sure, and all the rest of them. Because he got he was like up there close to second or third in the amount of people that was backing him. But then to turn around and say, just go down there and get them, and he didn't even think of the people. And to me, when you leave out 1 million people, when you leave out 1,000,000 people, I don't care what you are. I mean, you just blocked out millions and millions of people there in Colorado. Didn't let them vote. And the thing is, we the people have the power. And if we by God want to vote, we better goddamn be able to. And if not, I think it's time to take out tyranny. Because that's tyranny. In the full sense of the word. Not being able to vote. Not being able to... You're under their thumb. Colorado should have burnt the damn place down. Because anytime you can't vote, that tells you you don't have power. No power to vote. There it is. So, at that point in time, it's no longer, he's been preaching, I'm for the people, I'm for the people, I'm for the people. No, he's not. He just left them all out. He left out the people. And he did it willingly and without, regard. All he wanted to do was win. And at that point, he's a loser to me. He's an idiot. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's a thief. That's all there's to it. I'm going with Trump. Trump is, as he says, he's for the borders. You can't have a nation without borders. You walk into Mexico, you walk into China, they will kill you if you try to. You cannot become a citizen there without going through mass paperwork. You come in illegally, you're going to jail and you may die. It's Russia, same way. Any of them, because they're a little smarter. Look what happened to Germany. They let in people. And now there's rapes, murders, you name it, going on. Merkel's having hell. Now, our own president let in all these people. It's not the factor of the people that he's letting in. It's the factor that what is with the people that is not allowed in, the ones that mean to do harm to us. And all he was saying when he said, let's stop banning the Muslims from coming in, he means stop them temporarily till we can figure out how to tread out the truth and the false, so that we know what was going on. But like I said, I had to study Trump then, because Ted lost me. That's just the way I feel about it. So now I'm fully Trump. And Trump's been getting screwed left and right. I don't believe the RNC has the right to they may be able to choose who they want, but they have no right to put a man up there. He's in the lead. That was the deal. They even made him sign an agreement that he wouldn't go away from them, and to keep him there. So now he's there, and they're treating him like hell. And it's wrong. He's doing everything to bend over for them, and they can't even budge an inch because he's got his way of living. They don't want him up there to get them kicked out because they want all the power. And now they got all the power and they're making all their monies. They were laughing about Senator, what's his name? Bernie from the other one, because he's making a whole $250,000 as a senator. But the thing is, you figure the other senators are making mass more. Why? Because they got the lobbyists. And they got all those people paying them to do this, do that, do this, do that. So we have to stand for the people. And I've done this long. I've blabbled. I'm sorry. Anyway, the end of my story is Trump. I'm voting for Trump. I voted for Trump. Unfortunately, something went out crazy here in Kansas. But please, anybody out there that's coming up voting, please vote Trump. Uh, he means well. He's got a family. Look at his kids. You ever seen kids that mind that damn good? Come on. The guy did a hell of a job for being away doing all the working and stuff like that. The kids are great. They're awesome kids. So you look at him, he was a hell of a man that took care of them. So, and he took $1 million and made it over 10 billion. Now you tell me that ain't a hell of a man. That's who I want up there fixing all the screw ups that Obama has done. And then, well, go on into Obama, the one before him, Bush's, all of them, Clintons, got to fix it up because he's got a lot of screw ups to make up for, but he can fix it because he's got a good mind and he's good about it. He's got to have help with it. He's not the best speaker in the world, but the thing is, he's got it down. He's smart and he can do it. I know he can. So, guys, I got to get out here. I'm babbling way too much. So, God bless. Keep your loved ones close. Watch out for the government, especially the establishment.